This machine is our 4-axis CNC router, compared with traditional 3-axis engraving machines. This equipment is unique in that it adds a rotating axis. By adding a 4th dimension, we achieve finer control over 3's dimensional space. The y-axis is usually perpendicular to the x-axis. The x-axis is usually the axis of motion in the horizontal direction. The z-axis is the axis of movement in the vertical direction.
There are some accessories we provide for you.
During the operation of the engraving machine, a large amount of heat will be generated, causing the machine temperature to rise. In order to ensure that the equipment can maintain a stable operating temperature while working efficiently, the process of water cooling is as follows: water pump and water tank setup. Place the water pump in the water tank and ensure that the water pump connection port is securely tightened. Install 4 suction cups on the bottom of the water pump to ensure the pump is securely held in place. Connect the water pipes. One end of the 2 water pipes is connected to the machine, the other end is connected to the water pump, and the other is placed in the water tank, thus forming a closed cooling cycle. Start the cooling cycle, pour coolant into the water tank and plug in the water pump. In this process, we need to deal with 3 different power wires, namely the live wire L, neutral wire and ground wire. The correct wiring sequence is crucial, as it is directly related to the safe operation and stability of the equipment. When wiring, make sure to follow the correct sequence to ensure the normal supply of power and the safety of the equipment. The function of the fixed clamp is to firmly clamp the workpiece to prevent unnecessary movement of the workpiece during processing, thereby reducing the risk of damage to the tool head. We come standard with 20 cutter heads. When installing the cutter head, use the provided wrench to remove the original cutter head. Be careful not to use excessive force to avoid damaging machine parts. Install the selected new cutter head onto the tool holder and make sure the cutter head is securely fixed. The engraving machine needs to calibrate the tool before engraving. Tool calibration is a key operation before engraving machine processing. Its main purpose is to ensure the accurate positioning and appropriate depth of the engraving machine tool to improve engraving accuracy, prevent tool collision, and reduce tool wear. This ensures the smooth progress of the entire processing process. After tool setting, it is usually necessary to perform coordinate clearing on the system. This means resetting the machine's coordinate system to a specific location on the workpiece to ensure the machine starts engraving at the correct starting point. The main purpose of this step is to ensure that the engraving machine can accurately operate with reference to the set starting point when engraving or cutting to ensure the precision and accuracy of processing. If it is not cleared, the cutter head may penetrate deeply or shallowly during work. The rotating axis plays a vital role in a laser engraving or cutting machine. It enables the machine to rotate in multiple axes of the workpiece, thereby achieving all-round processing of the workpiece. This function enables the machine to handle more complex workpieces, such as spheres, cylinders, and other shapes, thereby expanding the machine's application range. By rotating the axis, the machine can achieve more 3-dimensional and precise processing, bringing more possibilities to users.
The rotary axis CNC router is also called the 4th rotary axis CNC router, CNC with a 4th axis rotary table, and it mainly processes cube or cylindrical workpieces.
However, unlike the 3-axis, the clearing process of the 4-axis is relatively complicated and needs to be cleared axis by axis. When the tool head is aligned with the center point of the material, clear the Z-axis. When the tool head hits the material plane, the x-axis and y-axis begin to clear. These samples illustrate pagodas and statues commonly found in Buddhist culture.